Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a holiday pick a card reading. This reading is available in my Etsy shop. Unfortunately, I don't have anything available until the week of January 7th. But the thing is, you can get this reading at any time. So I just want to let you guys know that. But how we're going to do it, I've already pre-selected the cards. I will also list everything that I'm using today in the description box below, as well as the timestamps. We've got pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. So just go ahead and make your selection and we will get started. Okay guys, so for those of you that chose number 1, let's get into it. So the very first thing that we're going to take a look at is the present to you. This is a well-earned reward for the hard work that you've done this year. Oh, sorry. This actually starts off like this. Okay, so the cards that I pulled here, we have Open Your Heart and we have the Partnership card. So I think it's very interesting that we have the Open Your Heart card, which is the Lovers card. And we have the Partnership card that goes along with it. So this is definitely for people that are either in a strong partnership. Now, it does not have to be romantic. It can be any kind of a partnership, or it could be a romantic relationship. So however it resonates with you, you've either met somebody special this year or through a partnership, it's really helped you to open up your heart perhaps to healing and that sort of thing. So this doesn't even necessarily mean that it's somebody that you're still with. It just means this year, this has been a reward and you've really gotten through opening up your heart through a partnership, possibly getting through some sort of challenges or something that you've been holding within a partnership. So it can really go any kind of a way. But we're going to go ahead and read this anyways. So it says, open your heart. This is about allowing love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps that you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. So this is the deal. You know, you've made choices when it comes to your heart. It's like you've made heart over head decisions with things, especially when it has come to partnerships, the people that are around you. So some of you, like I said, you have met the person of your dreams this year. So this has been a reward for you. Through a partnership, you finally opened up your heart. Maybe you have forgiven someone and this has really helped you to see things differently when it comes to partnerships. You've healed some aspect of yourself when it comes to love and partnerships, or just you have family and friends that are around you that have really helped to open up your heart and eyes this year to heal. It says partnership, allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. So people, you guys have been touched. This is if you chose number 1. You guys have been touched this year by a significant connection with another person, whether it's romantic, friendship, family, does not matter. This connection has helped you to open your heart and to heal some aspect of yourself, or you were experiencing just an amazing type of a love. So that is beautiful to have this as an opening message. So it's a blessing. This is actually something that you've earned this year. You've really worked hard to get to this point, is what Spirit is saying here. It's through these partnerships with others or a particular person that now your heart is open. Now you're able to either move forward, move past something, or even maybe take things to the next level with a particular situation or relationship or partnership. It's beautiful. So I see a blessed connection that has helped you grow this year big time. Awesome. So now we're going to go into number 2, and number 2 is the Christmas lights, something that you need to focus on. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit's trying to say, something that we need to focus on. We have the Green Man, which is the Fool, and we have Bright Ideas. So very interesting. So this is talking about, you know, a brand new beginning, a fresh new start, taking a risk when it comes to that bright idea. So this is something that Spirit's saying, hey, don't forget about this. You still need to finish this, or you still need to focus on that. Remember that bright idea that you had? It's still a good idea. Are you sure you want to, are you sure you want to put it down? Let's pick it back up. That's what I'm getting here from Spirit. So anything that you have been putting on the back burner, anything that you felt like you weren't ready for, or didn't have enough money to do this, or even time to do this or that, Spirit's saying it's time to tap back into that bright idea because it's a good idea. This is a time to really think about taking a risk and starting to build upon this bright idea and this dream. The cat's just knocked something over in the next room. It's probably one of the trees. Anyways, so yeah, this is definitely this energy of saying it's a green light. That's why we have the green man. It's a green light with this bright idea. It's time to move forward. It's time to start making plans. So that's why Spirit is saying it's time for us to focus on this, or to refocus on this if we have put that on the back burner for whatever reason. I love it. So that is what we're supposed to focus on. Now, number 3 is the handmade ornament. It says your creativity and what makes you unique. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card, and we have Bright Destiny. So what I'm getting for those of you that chose number 1, the 10 of Pentacles to me is a card of family. It's a card of tradition. It's a card of values. And so if you did choose number 1, you either have a really close family unit with all kinds of traditions and values. And if that doesn't resonate with you, this just means that you have a lot of abundance around you. This could be abundance of friends. This could be abundance of coworkers within a family, a business environment. This could even be animals and pets, something like that. But you definitely feel, you definitely feel like you have a lot of abundance around you. I mean, look at this card. Look at those people that are just sitting there with the dog and the kids and the home and all those pentacles, so this is definitely a part of what makes you unique, is that you have this strong value, or this strong foundation, or this traditional value, or this set of like a code of ethics, or you just have this set of integrity that you are always in when it comes to your life and the decisions that you make. And we also have Bright Destiny. So the thing is, you're very blessed. So if you chose number 1, what I'm getting from this is that your creativity, or you have the ability to create this. So even if you're sitting here watching this and you're going, that's not my life. I have a terrible family dynamic. I'm in, dire straits financially. My destiny has been nothing but bright, What Spirit is saying here is that your God-given right being on this planet is that you have the ability to create this for yourself. So the 10 of Pentacles to me in tarot, it's one of my favorite cards because that means that you've made it. Like you have whatever goals that you've had, whatever fantasies and dreams that you have about living in that white picket fence house and all those other things, this is yours. So it's like either you already have that and this is something that you've already created for yourself this year, or this is something that you are creating and this is a part of your destiny. Your destiny is bright. So if you have felt doom and gloom this year and you have felt like, there's nothing that the universe has to offer me, anything good or bright, you are dead wrong. I'm seeing that this is a part of your path. It's a part of your destiny to have that. Now, some of you have been looking for romance and looking for a partner. This to me is a indication that that's something that's a part of your destiny. You are destined to have a partner. It's either marriage or children for some of you. And if that's not the case, it just means you are destined to have a secure home and a secure environment. And it may be with a partner that you do this. We did have this partnership and this Lover's card come through. But regardless, I'm just seeing security, financial security and abundance for your future. That's a part of your destiny and it looks bright. So you can create this. And this is what makes you unique, is that you have the ability to create this even if you don't have it right now. That's amazing. What a beautiful, beautiful just combination. Okay, you guys. So this is what the universe wants you to reflect on. So very interesting, these cards, because we have the devil. So this is what Spirit wants you to focus on. Not focus on. Universal wisdom to reflect on. Okay. So for some of you, you have gone through some sort of a situation that has been toxic. Now, it may have been at some point this year. And that might be one of the reasons why we have these cards come up at the very beginning. Through some sort of partnership, you've really had to forgive. You've really had to open up your heart. Or through a certain partnership, it's gotten you to this point where you have healed. And that's why I said that from the very beginning. So you have cut some sort of addiction, some sort of a cycle. The Lovers to me and the Devil are very similar in tarot. I see this as Lovers in light, and then I see this as Lovers in darkness. So they're very similar cards, but one is light and one's dark. And so you have both in this reading. So what I'm getting here is that this year you have really battled some sort of an addiction when it comes to a partnership, or when it comes to the way that you look at love, or the way that you handle love. And so what Spirit is saying here is that it's through your forgiveness, okay? And you may have had to deliver this forgiveness with absolutely nothing on the other person's end, meaning that it's just been quiet, there's been no words, you've had to go through this on your own. And that's one of the hardest things to do, is to forgive somebody that has never dealt some sort of an apology, or has never tried to make the wrongs right that they have done. Very, very challenging to do. But what I'm getting here is that if some of you have gone through that this year, you've really, really grown leaps and bounds. And that's why things are starting to shift and change. We have bright ideas. We have brand new beginnings and fresh starts. We have a bright future. Now, I want you guys to see something. I just realized this. We have two cards that say bright. Your bright idea is going to bring this destiny about. So your bright ideas, the things that you have, the things that you're thinking about creating, are literally going to create this. So whatever ideas you guys have, whether it's business or whatever it is that you guys are working on, it's gold is what I'm getting here. It really is. And it may be through a partnership that's destined for you. It could be romantic or not, is going to actually help you to achieve these goals. Or this is a future partner on the horizon for you. Whatever darkness you have been in, you're going to turn this into a bright light. So it's through this forgiveness, though, is what I'm getting, that you've gotten to this point. We have the Saint Mary Magdalene. That is beautiful, you guys. So that's the way out of the darkness, is to be forgiving, to open up your heart, to not let any kind of past trauma or pain or any addictions hold you back or keep you from being able to move forward, because your destiny is bright. This is what's ahead of you. So even if some of you have gone through the ringer with a particular partner or situation, your destiny is bright. It's not all over for you. There's still hope for you. So that's what Spirit wants to bring to you through this reading. If you guys chose number 1, it looks so amazing. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. All right, you guys, if you chose number 2, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Okay, so we have the very first card is 3 of Thoughts and Release Jealousy. Very interesting. So this is the present to you, a well-earned reward for the hard work that you've done this year. So this is interesting because the 3 of Thought is the 3 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords is a very painful card in tarot. And we also have Release Jealousy. Maybe some sort of situation has caused you to feel really jealous. Maybe it's a third-party situation for some of you out there. And you've really had to work through that this year. So you're being rewarded for your hard work in this department is what I'm being shown here. I'm going to read this. 3 of Thought. Loving angels surround you to heal and comfort you. The sadness you feel will fade away in time, and then you'll be able to see clearly how important this situation has been for your spiritual growth. Take the time you need to forgive yourself and others so that way you can embrace the future with joy. So it may have been just a very hard thing for some of you to do this year, is to basically release jealousy or release any kind of lower vibrational energy that you felt towards somebody that has wronged you or hurt you in some way. Okay, so I'm going to read this. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests this exactly as you're affirming it. Let other people's successes inspire you rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So this is about being jealous of other people that may have things that you don't. Maybe you're brokenhearted, somebody has hurt you, yet you're seeing a lot of people around you that are very happy, whether it's in their career or relationships. And so this is a lower vibrational energy that has just been continuously manifesting more of that lack. And so what Spirit is saying is that either you have really worked on this year, or you are on the tail end of this lesson. So going into 2019, you're not bringing in this energy. You're going to make some shifts. You're going to go into 2019 releasing any kind of old lower vibrational beliefs that you are in lack. That's what I'm seeing here. So you're also going to see that something has happened for a reason. No matter how heartbreaking it has been for you, you're going to release any kind of regret, jealousy, unforgiveness, all of those things. And you're going to move on, and you're going to be able to do this and embrace the future that has, that's containing joy. So you're shifting your vibration is what I'm seeing here. So this is a well-earned reward when you conquer this sadness, conquer this mishap, whatever has happened here. You're transmuting this energy. You're taking the negative and you're turning it into a positive. And it's definitely probably been very challenging for you, or it's currently challenging for you. But once you do it, you're going to experience much joy. I love that opening message. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the Christmas lights. This is something that you need to focus on. So what we need to focus on, if you chose number 2, is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is a card of yourself. Okay, this just means your own growth, your own abundance, what you can do. Sometimes when it comes to other people, we don't have control over that. All we have is control of ourselves. So this is this energy that's basically saying it's time to tend our own garden. Okay, it really is. It's time to tend our own garden. We need to think magic, because that's the thing. There is magic all around us. If we think we're magic and we are seeing our environment as abundant and magic rather than seeing this, okay, we're going to be able to create all kinds of things for ourselves. Okay, so whatever we're thinking about, we're creating it like magic, is what Spirit's saying. So if we're in this lower vibrational energy, we're just still creating lack. We're still creating situations where things are shitty. So Spirit is saying that our thoughts are like magic, and that if we can think in a higher vibration, we are going to create this abundance. We are going to fulfill everything that we need for ourselves. We may not need to look at other people to fulfill us anymore, because we are able to fulfill these things for ourselves, which is how it should be anyways. Maybe some of us have gotten caught up in this energy, maybe relying or becoming codependent on other people. And maybe this is one of the reasons why things have had to end in that area, is because people were in this lower vibrational energy. Maybe somebody was jealous of another person, and that's something that needed to end. Maybe that was on your end or someone else's end, but something has ended for a reason, and it has been painful for you. But the thing is, now it's a time for you to think magically. This is a time to think about the things that you can control, which is your own environment, your own self, your own set of skills. What can you do with these skills? How can you improve your life? This is also about your physical body. If you're feeling low vibrational, low energy, not feeling good about yourself, this is about a time to think about how we can improve our health. How can we improve how we feel? That sort of thing. So this is something that Spirit wants us to really focus on. Okay, makes sense. So now we're going to go into the handmade ornament, which is your creativity and what makes you unique. We have the Ace of Cups and we have the Queen of Hearts. I love the fact that we have the Queen of Hearts with a Cups card, because cups are emotions, hearts are love. It's all going together. The Ace of Cups to me means that we have our own cup running over. So if our own cup is running over, we're able to share this with the world. So do you see how this is your creativity and what makes you unique? Is that after all of this shit, okay, you're still able to have enough on reserve to have that full heart to be able to share something with the world. You're not letting another situation take you down forever. You're growing from the situation. You're still a good person. You're not going to let somebody's actions or somebody's hurtful ways or jealous ways or whatever has happened to you, you're not going to let that take you down. You're not going to allow that to affect you from sharing your love with the world. I'm seeing that your cup is running over, and that's something that you have to share with the world, your own cup. whatever you have on reserve for yourself, you have enough to share with other people. So the ace means that you also have a lot of great ideas that are infused with love. And so this is something that you're sharing with your world. It's kind of like getting in touch with your true authentic self. If you really love something, or if you really enjoy doing what you do, you're able to share this creativity with the world at large, whatever that means to you. You're able to inspire other people because it's coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of non-lack. It's actually coming from a place where you have enough to share. So that is your creativity. A lot of ideas. I also have a lot of intuition coming through here. Some of you, your gift may be that you're psychic. Maybe you're a light worker. Maybe you have counseling abilities. Just some energy to where you're able to help other people how they feel about themselves. Because I do see the Ace of Cups as a card of self-love. And so the more that you love yourself and focus on yourself, it's like the more that you're able to show other people or inspire other people to do the same. It could even be that you're an artistic type of a person as well, and it's through your own talents you're able to share that with the world to help people, inspire them to see their own talents, something like that. So you're not allowing this to take you down any longer. You're thinking like magic now. You're thinking in this Queen of Pentacles energy, very abundant energy, so that you have gifts to share with the world. You're a Queen of Hearts. I love it. And the last message, the Star, universal wisdom to reflect on. Now, this is a card of reflection, Seven of Pentacles. This is a card, where we have been going. And then all of a sudden we hit a little bit of a wall. It's not a complete block. It just means that it's time for us to kind of reflect and figure out how we're going to proceed forward. Do we need to make some adjustments when it comes to a particular plan? Is this just a time where we just are not in that go energy? It's a little bit more of a, planning type of an energy. Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. Things take time. So this is kind of like there might be something here. It's a time to reflect. It's a time to reflect on how you want to proceed moving forward. The plan, that plant that you've been watering, do you still want to continue to plant it or water it, or do you want to change the plan? Do you maybe want to add something more to that pot? There's some kind of an energy here that Spirit's saying it's time for you to really reflect on how you're feeling right now when it comes to your plan for the future. Because I also see the Seven of Pentacles as a card of investment. Whatever we're investing in, long-term plans and goals, how are we feeling? It's a time for us to check our emotions. And also, are we in line with our integrity and emotions? If you chose number 2, what I'm seeing is that it's very difficult for you not to be in integrity. So it has to be in alignment. You have to feel good and passionate about what you're doing, or it doesn't feel right to you and you're not going to want to move forward. So it's kind of, I can't think of the word I want to use, but this is an opportunity right now to reflect on how you want to move forward. Are things in alignment? Are your emotions in alignment? Are things in alignment? My battery is running low. I forgot to plug in my computer. How the hell did I forget to do that? Hold on, you guys. I'm so sorry. It's going to die. I thought I already did this. I guess I didn't. Thank God it reminds you. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay. Yeah, so people that chose number 2, you have to love what you do. You have to be in alignment. Your emotions have to be invested. The integrity of the emotions, everything that you're feeling has to be in alignment. So if it's not in alignment, this is like a little bit of a spiritual check-in with yourself, an emotional check-in, a behavioral check-in. Maybe this is even with other people. So maybe if you have been making plans, perhaps with other people or partnerships, this is a time for you to reflect. It's a time for you to maybe not push so much to try to make something happen. Maybe somebody else's emotions or integrity is not in alignment with yours. And so this is a time for you to really reflect on that before proceeding forward. So this is universal wisdom to reflect on right now, is what Spirit's saying. But all I know is that you have the Midas touch right now. And if there's other situations or people that are around you that are jealous, or that, there's just some kind of third-party situation that you've been involved in that's really created a lot of issues for you this year, this is a time for you to break away from any kind of negative energy and really empower yourself, because that cup right there, you've got enough on supply to share with other people. You're a Queen of Hearts. You're here to share your light and your love and your creativity with the world. and there's only lower vibrational stuff. It may be in the form of other people that are holding you back. It's time to cut that off. It's time to do a check-in right now and figure out how you want to proceed forward. The choice and the power is in your hands. I love it. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed that. For those of you that chose number 3, let's get into it. Presents to you. This is a well-earned reward for the hard work that you've done this year. We have the Hierophant. Embrace those around you and no more complaining. So the thing is, this is a well-earned reward. This is like a lesson, something that we are embracing this year. So I think it's interesting that it says embrace those around you. Maybe we've had to learn how to embrace other people. This is an energy here about complaining, no more complaining. So I'm going to go ahead and read it and put it together. It says, this is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You could find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. Now, I do see the Hierophant as a very traditional card. I also see it as a card of integrity as well, certain belief systems. But we have it combined with no more complaining. It says complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So this is the thing. What I'm getting here is that if you've chose number 3, you may have had a lot of issues this year when it comes to people around you. This could be family, because the Hierophant to me is about family. Or certain commitments that you've made. These commitments could be romantic. These commitments could be friendships even. Whatever commitments, though, when it comes to the people that are around you, maybe not being in alignment with your same belief systems or the way that you would do things, you may have had a lot of issues where you've been complaining a lot about people, or you've been complaining a lot to other people about people. There's just been some sort of a lesson for you to really embrace those around you, to realize that not everybody is the same. Realizing that the more that we're complaining about the actions or the inactions of others, all it's actually doing is it's just creating more of that. It's just creating more. It's just gaining momentum. So something to embrace this year is this way of thinking, which is we cannot blame other people. I mean, we can, but we need to take back our power from blaming other people or not accepting other people because they're not exactly the same as we are. So this is about getting into more of an energy of power, an affirming energy in a positive way, rather than focusing on people's lack or people's negatives. We're focusing on strengths instead. We're honoring that everybody is different, okay? Now, if this is about a particular commitment, let's just say it's a romantic commitment, you may have been complaining all year about a particular person, somebody that you're with, somebody you're not with, somebody that doesn't want to commit, somebody that doesn't share your same values. You may have just been complaining about all this and fighting it this entire year. So what Spirit is saying here is that a well-earned reward for you this year is stop complaining. Meaning that once you stop complaining and once you realize that that's not getting you anywhere, that's when the real blossom is going to come into reality. Things are going to really come into reality for you. Like you're going to start seeing things blossom instead of things. You're going to start seeing things blossom rather than lack. You're going to start seeing life rather than no life, dead energy. So some of you may have already done that, which is why it's saying this is your gift. This is some kind of an energy here that's it's a present to you. You've earned this. Okay? You've earned this. I love it. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and go into the Christmas lights, something you need to focus on. So what Spirit is saying is that what we need to focus on is the way that we're thinking. Page of Athames, which is the Page of Swords. And we have criticism. So for some of you that chose number 3, if this isn't resonating with you, pick another number. But this is definitely, if you guys chose number 3, there could definitely be some kind of an energy here where you've got complainers around you and a lot of criticism, or you're the complainer and you're criticizing yourself and other people. Because I have embraced those around you. No more complaining. We're criticizing the way that we're thinking. We're criticizing ourselves or other people. So do you see how this is just a domino effect? Not only does it affect them, but it affects you, and then it never resolves. It's just like we keep surrounding ourselves with this lower vibrational energy. Nothing shifts, nothing changes. So what Spirit is telling us to focus on is our own thoughts. We may be creating our own environment. So instead of holding people at bay because of whatever reason, we're holding other people at bay because we don't like this or we don't like that. Instead, embrace people around you. It may be that some of you have really felt a shift in your social atmosphere or your life where you don't have a lot of friends this year. You're cutting off a lot of people because you can't accept certain things. You're too busy being critical. Or maybe this has happened to you where people have been a lot of complaining and you've had to cut them off because you don't want to be dragged down by this energy. Okay. Some of you may have had to go through that, just kind of accept people for who they are, but maybe, instead of embracing them as in being around them, maybe you've learned to put up a healthy boundary perhaps. Okay. But I really feel like this is really showcasing somebody who has issues with really trying to, like the way that they think is the way that they feel it should be for everyone. And so it's a little bit of a challenge. And so that's what Spirit's saying, is that instead of criticizing yourself, this is also for people that are really hard on themselves. Usually if you're really hard on yourself, you're going to be really hard and critical of other people. So Page of Athames, Page of Swords, the way that we're thinking. It's the way that we're communicating perhaps. The pages are a little bit immature. We need to grow. Okay, this is also this energy to focus on the fact that maybe somebody around you is not fully mature. And so instead of complaining about them isn't going to change. Criticizing them isn't going to change. You need to understand, rather than being critical, you need to understand that they're at their level of understanding. They can only do so much with what they have in front of them. So it may be that you just need to embrace who they are and accept that they might just be this person. And if you need something from them or want something from them, there may be another way of going about it, but complaining about it isn't going to get you anywhere. That's what I'm getting here. Very interesting. Okay, so handmade ornament, which is your creativity and what makes you unique. Well, we have the Tower and we have sisterhood, or soul sisters, sisterhood. So the Tower is all about, crazy energy. It's about abrupt changes, devastation. So this means here, as far as your creativity and what makes you unique, it could be that this energy here, what makes you unique is you're able to take any kind of catastrophe, and because you have a connection to either other people, such as family members, actual sisters, or just, friends, this is an energy where you have a great support system throughout all of these hardships that you've gone through, or any kind of devastation that you've been through this year. You have a great support system. So this is something that makes you unique. You have a way to take a disaster and turn it into something positive. You have a way of basically creating just creating something out of the ashes is what I'm getting here. Just kind of like resurrecting energy. And you do it with the support of other people. I'm also getting too that for some of you, you help other people to heal from devastation. You help other people. You connect with other people to help to improve their lives, to help them to see that not all is lost, to help them find their way after the dust settles, after certain disasters or catastrophes. So this is a gift that you have, but this is also something that you do for yourself as well. And I'm seeing that you connect with other beings in order to make this come about, which is beautiful. I love that. All right, you guys, last message, which is the Star, universal wisdom to reflect on. It's interesting because to me, this Two of Wands, this guy is sitting here and he is reflecting, okay? Now, the Two of Wands is about a choice that we need to make, okay? We need to really figure out what our next move is. And we have the Angel of Pause. So obviously, we need to take the time to reflect before moving forward. All right, we have self-respect. So for some of you, what Spirit is saying, the universal wisdom to reflect on is making some sort of a choice. Maybe some of us feel like we can't make a choice right now, or some of us feel like we're waiting for somebody else to make a decision, and so things are on hold. We're waiting for something to happen. We're on hold. We're on pause. Is this decision, or if what you're waiting for, is it in alignment with your self-respect? Okay. Are you respecting yourself waiting? Are you respecting yourself when it comes to this decision that you know you're going to make? Is it in alignment, or is it in alignment with your integrity? Okay. So what Spirit is saying is that this is something for you to really reflect on right now. Is it in alignment with you? It says, I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. Is this a healthy choice? Is it going to be in alignment with your self-respect? If this has to do with other people, are these people going to respect you? So it's time for you to really think about it, is what Spirit is saying here, okay? And it's not about being critical of other people. It is about just a healthy assessment as to what ways, what decisions am I going to be making moving forward? Are they going to be in alignment for my highest good? And so it is a time to reflect and pause right now. So I just feel like the biggest energy here for the people that chose number 3 is that you're either surrounded by someone around you like this, okay, that has really, kind of helped to transform you perhaps and put you in this energy to either see something about yourself, or maybe you see this in them and this is causing you to be able to, move forward and transform your life in a more positive way. Or it's showcasing something, reflecting something back to you that maybe you need to take some time to reflect on to see, maybe how you have been respecting yourself or respecting even other people. So there's definitely this energy here about embracing those around you and really taking time to see how you're, what's the word? I can't think of the word I want to use, but how you are associating or how you are just handling the relationships around you. But there's something about the law of attraction. So if we're looking at the lack and we're looking in this critical mindset, not only towards ourselves, but other people, it's like we're creating more lack. So to me, those of you that chose number 3, it's about connection. It's about choosing to connect with people rather than disconnect, unless there is a person or situations that aren't in alignment for your highest good. And this is a decision that you need to make moving forward, is what I'm getting here. But we do have transformation. So this is about transforming energy. And you can do it with the support of your family or your friends. So I love that reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.